If your hair is breaking, if your hair is always dry, if you don't know how to moisturize your hair, then this video is definitely for you. If you don't want to lose all the length you have now, or if you want to retain the one you will grow in future, then keep watching. When it comes to hair growth, the only problem we have is retaining length. Since science said that it is fact that your hair must grow at least ½ inch a month. If you do not have any medical condition, so definitely your hair must grow. The only problem we have is retaining that length. And the basic reason why you can't retain length is because your hair is breaking. And the superpower we have over breakage is moisture. Moisture makes your hair strong and ready for harsh weathers and stress your hair faces. But that doesn't mean you should rip your hair off with combs or excessively manipulate your hair. What do we mean by moisture? I'm going to be doing an illustration of what moisture actually does to your hair with this tiger nut fruit. If you're familiar with these fruits, you will know that this fruit comes in dry states because they already dried it out so it doesn't spoil. This fruit is usually very dry. See how crusty, look how old, and look how dirty it looks. But let's infuse water into it. You see how fresh it became after a few hours of letting water sink into it. That is what happens to your hair. This fruit dried out because there was no water, no juice in it. And now that water has entered into it, that is exactly what happens to your hair. If this fruit is removed from water again and placed outside where there is no water, it's going to drain water again and dry out. Moisture starts on your wash day. That is when water runs into your hair, and if your hair is high porosity, it goes in and out immediately. But if your hair is low porosity, it doesn't go into it at all. That is why some people will complain that my hair is always dry after washing it. It's not because of hard water, it's because the water did not get into your hair, so there was no moisture that took place. And that is why I advise that you always use warm water, even if your hair is high or low porosity. Just to be on the safer side, use warm water. This will help open up your hair cuticle for water to run into your hair strands. After washing, that is where deep conditioning comes in. Just like this fruit became fresh, like water infused into it, that is what deep conditioning will do for your hair. A deep conditioner has high content of water, it has nutrients. If it's protein you're trying to infuse into your hair, it's present in the deep conditioner. It has just quite a lot of things that your hair will need to thrive, and that is why you need some sort of heat to heat it up and get it soaked into your hair, which is the reason why I always wear plastic bag, or I use some sort of hand dryer to get this heat into my hair. But does it end there? No. Just like this date, once I remove it from this water that is soaking into it or infusing into its body, it becomes dry again. And you will not carry your shower around. You won't carry water on your hair around. You won't carry plastic bag or deep conditioners around with you. You need something to make it stay. You need something to make water stay on your hair strands for longer period of time. And how do you get that water to stay in your hair for a longer period of time, giving your hair the freshness that will prevent it from breaking? That is where I'm going to come in today, and that is exactly what I'm going to be teaching you in this video. Forgive me for taking so long before arriving at the lesson, but you need this lesson for this to be valid. Moisturizing your hair is more valid after wash day because then you must have cleared every buildup of your hair. Your hair have received enough water, it has received enough moisture from the deep conditioner, and then the only thing you are left to do is to seal in that moisture. But every other day, it is important to moisturize your hair, and this is how I do mine. The first thing you will need if you ever want to have a perfect moisturizing routine is water or tea made of water. Water is the true moisture. Whatever anybody is telling you aside water as moisture, the person is joking with you. I like going extra step by adding glycerin, which is a humectant. You can use aloe vera juice, is also a humectant. You can use honey, and all this helps to draw water into your hair. So when you have added this to your water, you are sure that your hair is going to stay very moisturized. The next thing is a leave-in conditioner. So if you want to skip the water part, using a leave-in conditioner that is totally water-based would not be a bad idea. I'm using my hair butter, which I call my leave-in conditioner. You can use brand like Mega Growth. You can use different brands, just like I'm showing you on the screen now, or any leave-in conditioner you can find in stores close to you that are water based. So leave-in conditioner helps to add sleep, it helps to add moisture, and it makes your hair shiny and easy to work with. So once you are done with the leave-in conditioner, then your hair is fully moisturized. But the only problem is that when you leave it at this stage, it doesn't take long before you go back to square one, especially if your hair is high porosity. If your hair is low porosity and you've managed to get to this step, it may last, it may help your hair stay moisturized for a few days. But if your hair is high porosity, it doesn't take long. You putting your hair on the pillowcase, you touching your hair, and everything will just remove this moisture within a twinkle of an eye. It's just like adding water to a foamy sponge. Once you raise it up, it starts dripping until the sponge is empty. Now that your hair is fully moisturized, the next step is to seal in this moisture. Instead of letting all this moisture just go away by sun, by breeze, whatever, is to go ahead, go an extra step of sealing this moisture. And how do you seal in this moisture? This is where your butters and oils come in. Oils do not moisturize your hair, but they help seal in the water that is already in your hair. Butters do not moisturize your hair, but they help in sealing in the oils and water and everything you have put into your hair and keep it in place for a period of time. So if you are using oils or butters as moisturizer, then you are joking with the moisture routine. Get your oils, but you can skip this routine and use only butter. You can mix both together, but I just like using my hair growth oil first and putting all the nutrients in it very close to that part where I believe moisture is still going on, so it can mix with the moisture and get into my hair. And the next thing I do, this is going extra step, is add all oil-based butter to my hair, just as a way of sealing everything in, and this keeps my hair moisturized for a longer period of time. So if you want to style your hair, this is the point where you style, or you can decide to start styling your hair one after the other while doing this method. Your hair is going to be moisturized for a very long period of time, keeping your hair elastic, healthy, and free from breakage as fast as it always does. And then this is also going to help prevent your hair from having split end, because once air, especially in this dry season, once air keeps blowing on the tip of your hair, it starts drying until it becomes weak. But moisturizing your hair this way will keep your hair very healthy, very demure, and very mindful. So I hope this video have been very educative. I hope it has been eye-opening, and I hope your hair journey have been made easier by watching this video. Thank you so much for watching to this point. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to someone who may need it.